Hello and welcome to the Pop Culture Green Room. I'm Kimberly Bryant.
Hey, this is Blair Bryant. And we're excited. We have
I'm
some
Erin.
wonderful friends with us. Yeah,
Sorry, go back. I'm sorry. I thought we called to
Oh yes, go for it.
No, you have to keep that.
got it.
You have to keep that. That was high grade foolishness, and I live for it.
it.
Oh,
Well, yeah, we're gonna be extra giggly and happy today because we have our friends Erin and Linwood with us joining us, and
Yeah.
yeah, so like I'm excited to have y'all. We've been talking about this for a while now, and I think I'm just over the moon because I feel like y'all can have some great things to add to this, and then I can't wait to see what y'all can bring to the table and what y'all can do for the future because like I said, y'all are stars.
Thank you.
I feel like y'all are. So.
See, it's
Thank you
not
so
even a
much.
think though. It's I know.
That's true. Yeah.
Not even a think I know. So it's yes, we've got Erin in the house and we've got Linwood. Of course, Linwood's back with us. This is Erin's first time, so super excited to have you on.
yay!
And Linwood,
This is my
welcome
first
back.
podcast ever. Never done a podcast before in my life.
Really? It's your first time?
Oh, you're gonna have such a good time.
Oh,
I think this is
Fun.
calling. This is like the whole the storyline, the bullying, all of it, like the whole thing. Like it all leads up to this. It's
Uh-huh.
like becoming a podcaster or like working in media. So this is the beginning of the second lore. My screen's moving really slow.
I feel really good about this for you.
You say you feel what?
Oh, you're all right. Yeah, I know. Our internet's a little shaky right now.
Sometimes.
But yeah, I think we'll be okay with it looks like our
Okay.
signal's starting to kind of go up a little bit, but oh yeah, but yeah, I am super excited. But yeah, Erin, the world is your oyster, girl. Look, this is yes, oh yeah, have fun and watch. This is gonna be just the beginning because once it takes off, it's gonna be so much fun.
And
We're
the
gonna be getting
much
like
fun.
People's Choice Awards. It's gonna be insane.
Oh my god, it's so fun. We're gonna be like walking up to the celebrities with mics.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Right? Oh yeah, hashtag goals. All right, get started.
All right. So what we got going on? Okay, I know the first thing I want to talk about because it is pop culture, and I think it's a part of it too, is that
The
what is
CEO.
that? Yeah, CEOs of United Healthcare getting shot. And
See,
also,
okay, allegedly.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Let's go.
Not a whole dance.
We gotta, it should be like running across the screen.
Make it a break.
Yo, that wasn't
I
his
think it's only the
picture.
beginning.
That wasn't the
I
shooter.
don't think it's.
No, they confirmed it.
And I think
It's not him.
Did you
I
notice
think it's two
like
different people.
they weren't the same photos?
No.
It was like that's
Exactly.
not the same jacket that man is wearing. You just have some
That's what
It
really
isn't.
cute man
And you
hitting on
know
a
what?
woman inside of a Starbucks.
Yeah,
and I
it's.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
didn't even know
know.
that it was two different jackets like that that the guy was wearing until I was listening to Jodine Weber. She's got Caught My Web. She's a former FBI profiler. She's retired
Okay.
and she was talking about it. How it's like there was like two different outfits, like two different jackets and different things. The picture and she was describing his movements and everything. I was like, oh wait a
They
minute.
feel closely like that too.
I feel like
Two
it's
different
definitely more
noses.
than it's definitely more than one person. I
I
feel like
wasn't
probably
looking at the jacket.
Well,
I wasn't looking at the jacket.
What do you mean? What else could you have been looking
You think
at,
they got I don't think
Aaron?
they got the wrong people. I think
Like the smile.
one person involved.
Girl.
I was looking at my hero.
Oh yeah.
What about that?
And
Okay.
what I like is the discourse about it. Talk about other people are kind of like this dude's kind of hot.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I saw his chiseled chin and his face. I'm not gonna.
That's so shit.
There are killers that are good looking. I mean, it's just.
Not
I mean,
his
it is
chisel
what it is.
shit. I'm
Sorry.
done.
It was the eyes.
Yeah, he
That-
does appear to be a very attractive man.
And it's really
Not
kind of
my
funny because
chisel.
I think a lot of people were thinking like, oh no, he's hot. So like now like everyone's just gonna be like, oh, good for him. And it was like, no, we were kind of already there before we saw a photo.
Exactly.
Everyone heard what happened and they were like, oh. So what you having for dinner? Like
it's like that. My coverage doesn't allow me to say who I think it could be, or stuff like that, or my coverage is like it doesn't. I can't identify
Okay.
It could have been the Pied Piper. People would have took care of it. Like they were like, you can keep the kids in the mountain. You can keep it all. Like we don't care. You like that. I don't know. It's bad. Like
It's like working together collectively to not want to get this dude's spot.
It's also really funny that like you're saying like, okay, like people are like, okay, that's not the right photo. That's not the right person. I like, as a person who lives in the city, and Erin, you can fully attest to this. It's like, oh no, not the NYPD. How could they have done this? Like, because if y'all don't remember the subway shooter, when the whole subway shooter thing happened, no one had any clue what was going on, and then that man was like, okay, I'm gonna turn myself in, I'm gonna go to like this stop at this section, and you can come here and arrest me. The man shows up, the cops don't show up, he gets up to leave, people see him, and they make a citizen's arrest.
Yeah, it happened pretty quickly too.
Oh.
Yeah,
they knew who that man was. He went to he was friends with the Starbucks people. He was a regular.
Okay.
He was going to the Starbucks.
That's the thing. He didn't have. Yeah, they said he had no gloves, no. Yeah, like it was.
He was pretty much like
definitely. It looks
he
like
was
he
like
wasn't. He was not.
He was like, oh, it's stuck.
That he was. Yeah, but he
whatever.
He prepared for the gun to jam. That's what the one thing that she said. The profiler said that he was prepared for his gun to jam. So he knew what he was doing, but she felt like
clearly
he wasn't
those
like
bullets were engraved.
Man, huh?
Those bullets were engraved. Like
yeah, they were.
Yeah, that's.
What were the words? Defy, defend, or just
define. It was defend,
deny, like. Let me look this up. Now I'm great. It's the 3 Ds.
Deny one of them, and then it was
deny, defend, depose.
It's based off of a book. Let me pull it up. It's actually based off of a book, based off of exactly this. When it comes to how insurance will like not approve of people's procedures, they'll deny them, but then they still somehow make money off of it anyway. Because what people are about to realize is it's bigger than just, oh, my aunt didn't get her chemotherapy paid for, so she died. These people are like, there's like weird like insider trading stuff, and like there's no reason he made $30 million over the last
low end.
You're right, yeah, because he was like pretty much in a lot of trouble, like being under investigation.
That's true. Yep.
So that's right.
There's a lot going on.
Right, and then the way it all happened, and the way it's like somebody like the gunman, like they knew his schedule. They knew his schedule because whenever he headed over to the hotel, it was like like an hour and 15 minutes before he was supposed to, or actually longer than that, before he was supposed to be on stage to speak or something, or supposed to be for.
You're right. You're 100% right. Because it was like 6 o'clock or something when he got shot, but it was for investors. It was for an investors conference in like Midtown or something. Yeah, this was. I'll tell you this: other insurance companies are readjusting stuff because another one just yesterday announced, and I have to go. I was trying to Google before I got on here, but I got kind of caught up with some stuff. There's an insurance company. I feel like it might be. I want to say it's Kaiser, allegedly. I don't know. One of those groups, they had been getting in a lot of trouble this last week or two because they had come out and said that they will only cover half part of a surgery for anesthesia.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Thank you.
Oh,
they walked that back.
Yeah. Pictures of
I wonder what changed. I wonder what it was. Was it a Christmas miracle? Maybe that's what it was.
No, it wasn't a Christmas miracle, Erin. Let's get the facts straight. They said there was a lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding about their policy, so they wanted to make it clear.
Yeah.
So it was Kwanzaa.
Right.
Anyway, yeah.
Black people did it again.
Black people did it again. Amazing. And we won't get the coverage. Ain't that something?
And I saw a tweet from someone who like works at like a grocery store pharmacy, like at a CVS pharmacy or something like that, and they were just like, so it's Friday and I'm almost done with my shift, and we have approved everything that has come in today. Everything that's coming has been approved.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, normally it's about 50% of things get rejected, and nothing has been
Really?
Wow, that makes sense.
Okay, so now I'm gonna,
like you can't play games. You can't play games with people's lives and their healthcare.
Which
you were supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm going to where the drama really goes down. That's why I'm looking down and not being rude or trying to pull up Reddit.
Oh, you're fine.
There's a Reddit.
Like violence is definitely not the answer, but
The reason that I found out about this is because the nursing Reddit got in a lot of hot water. Because on the nursing Reddit, they posted, because they talk about medical news, and they posted that happened. And let me just tell y'all. Let me just read y'all these threads. Hold up. This had me like I ran out of my house. Just some. It might have been. It actually might have been. They might have deleted the whole thread. The whole Reddit.
Damn.
Because of that. I'm trying to find it now because when I start searching nursing on Reddit, other things come up. They shouldn't. But basically, the gist of it were they were like, blah blah blah, the CEO, what happened in Cold Blood, Family Man, etc. And somebody commented with the bullets must have been out of network. I'm sure the gun was fine, and the witness probably ran because she didn't have enough. It was like all like medical insurance related.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And like people, there we go. I found it. People are like going in on this guy, and was one guy. He said, "My grandmother." He's like, "I can't feel bad because my grandmother was denied too, and they told her that she would die if she wouldn't do the payment." She said, "Well, I'd rather die." They were like, "Okay, we'll sign this paper. We'll sign this." And you know how it goes. So there's a lot of people. This is different than anything else. I think a lot of people can relate to this.
This country was ripped apart by the election, and a month later, this happens. And everyone's like, "Oh,
yeah." Well, that's yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know what like, and it's been kind of interesting watching like. What little news I am still watching about it, like, because I do watch The View like every day that it like airs or whatever, and they were just like, I can't believe people are like celebrating this and they're making jokes about it, and it's like, I don't know if I believe you, like, and I don't want to put like I don't know these women personally, like even though I pretend I do because I see them in my house all day, but.
It's easy to have that connection. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, but it's just kind of like, I mean, are you like, is this something that the network told you to say and you all are just doing your job, which I get and support, but it's just like, I don't know. He was personally in charge of the deaths of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how we're supposed to feel about. I don't celebrate anyone's death, but I will not be mourning him and have gone on about my Black business.
Right.
It's just, honestly, it's to me, it's the way I see it is it's a scary thing, but I'm not shocked. It's like,
exactly.
I mean, look at what's happened. I mean, especially since like what was it, January 6th?
Oh,
since that happened. I mean, we already know what the world's capable of, but I mean, it's like, what do you think was going to happen?
Did Erin pop out? Oh, there she is. Yay.
Sorry about that. That's the real guy.
Okay, did you want to keep that up or put the screen back up?
I'm going to screen back up. I'm moving, so it's a whole bunch of stuff all over the place.
No problem. Ooh, I can't hear you now. Kimberly and Blair, your audio cut out.
It's my fault. I hit my button. I'm sorry. Oh, let's see here. Erin, do you want me to...
I got it. I'm trying to figure. I'm so sorry. How I got it?
No, you're fine.
You have all this stuff everywhere because I'm moving.
But this is it's like I said, it's wild. But I'm like really. I'm like, am I surprised? No. Like, it's kind of like, I mean, like you said, look where the world's at. So I mean.
It won't let me. It's fine. It is what it is. I'll just figure it out.
Got it. No worries.
I'm actually surprised it hasn't happened sooner, to be perfectly honest.
Well, that's my thing.
Especially, and I think, like for us living here, especially like if you like travel or like talk to people that live outside of the country, everyone's just kind of like, we're the gun happy country of the world. So like to hear someone got gunned down because of something, it's like, I mean, yeah, that's what happens here.
Yeah, you're right. I expect it to happen sooner, and but I mean, can you imagine too? Some people probably have more bodyguards and whatnot now, if like the ones that. And
I'm sure
I saw that they already posted his job. Like the next
hours after he died, they posted his job on LinkedIn.
It was dang!
For like, I think it was like $350K.
But that goes to show you how disposable people are. It's like you don't like the world just doesn't care.
Which
enough. It's like,
which is something that like us, like our age, found out, and Gen Z was like, "Oh, bet." So what I'm not about to do is give you a 2-week notice when you wouldn't do the same for me. I'm out today. Actually, it's the middle of my shift and I'm not feeling the vibes. Good day. I'm out. Like, and I'm in full support of that. These jobs are taking far too much advantage of people, and people are tired.
Yeah, that's so true. Exactly. That's so true. But yeah, like you said, the same thing. I said to myself, I was surprised it didn't happen sooner.
I'm sorry, I can't get this together. I'm like really trying.
Oh, you're okay.
You're okay. It won't let me do the virtual background now for some reason.
Oh, you're fine. So, maybe I have to take you off stage. You want me?
Yeah, take me off stage. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try that. There we go. Okay, yeah, we'll try that. But you know, it kind of reminds me of that. Okay, there was a show, a series out on Hulu. I'm forgetting the name of it. With it was produced and directed by BJ Novak. It was recent.
Yeah. I didn't watch it, but I know exactly because I remember when he was on The View talking about it.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of and there was an episode on that, and it was and it kind of dealt with like pretty much where today's society is, like with like politics and everything. But the episode it started off where the guy an episode the main episode, I want to say like something happened. It was like a school shooting or something happened, and I want to say he was like a hero of the situation, and then he became like this super like outspoken whatever. He got like caught up in a crazy of it, and then ended up like causing like he started a school shooting or whatever like in the show. But it's kind of like it just shows you kind of like how society functions and how it's like people just don't realize that there's consequences to their actions. Yeah. So that's why it's like when you have to think about like important decisions, you know, that's why it's important to go out and vote and participate in things of that nature, because they say it's like it's just
if you know the wrong people don't be voting all the time.
Like things happen and everything, but it just made me think of that. It's nuts though. It's crazy.
And also, I'm wondering how many people have watched John Q in the last couple days.
Oh,
the Denzel movie with. Oh, it's Denzel, so you're gonna get a performance. So it's like it was like pretty pretty great to watch, but I'm gonna have to go back and like take a look at that because, I would like.
Yeah, that makes me want to I would edit Erin back. Yeah. I don't know if she's able to get her back on, but that's all right though.
I'm back. I'm here.
But
you see me?
No worries.
We can hear you too. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I've never seen John. John Q.
Not the Welcome Back Cotter. Yeah, we were talking about John Q. I was just like, how many people? Now's the time to watch.
That's not my genre. That's not. That's not it.
Denzel is his own genre. How dare you?
Now, if he was getting revenge on the doctors years later for not giving that kid that organ, and he's like doing some assassin like stuff.
Oh, you want Grey's Anatomy season like 9?
Yeah, that's what I want.
When Derek got shot and everybody got rocked in Gray Sloan Memorial, or I think it was still Seattle Grace.
Right?
Everybody had died yet, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, on television.
Yeah, so I did that. Everything is,
I feel like there was something. I think it was a former football player. Was it like last year before last? He had a doctor, and he felt like something was wrong with him, and he felt like the doctor. I guess he I guess he felt like the doctor did something wrong with him, or he took it out on him, and then he went on a killing spree, killed the doctor in his face, and I think his grandson and it was something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, it was the guy. He was in NFL.
So it was CTE.
I didn't remember when it happened, but I just read about it recently because I didn't know about it. I was surprised I didn't know about it.
Damn, that's horrible.
And it was recent. It was actually within the past few years that happened.
Yeah, but probably within the last couple of years.
Yeah, because I didn't know about it until just a few months ago. I came across this. I stumbled across the story. I don't know how I didn't know about it, but I never heard about it. But yeah, he played in the NFL and everything, and that's what happened. He went and I saw that. I gotta look some more into it.
It was something with CTE or what?
I think it was though. I think it may.
Yeah, it was like if he's playing football and all of a sudden he's killing people, CTE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's usually what that is. But
I wish they had done
crazy.
it.
Your boy got a Aaron Hernandez show. I'm not watching it.
Oh yeah, Aaron Hernandez.
I'm not doing it.
I can't get.
Oh no, no, I'm not doing it.
That's why I stopped watching. Yeah, they cast the wrong guy for that. I didn't finish it.
That's Rachel Zegler's boyfriend.
It's whose boyfriend?
Yeah. Rachel Zegler. The girl that plays Snow White.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sure is,
They met on right. They met on West Side Story.
Right. That's what I was about to say. I was like, oh, everyone forgot she played Maria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was. Okay, he looked. I was wondering because he looked familiar to me, but I couldn't place him. But I thought he was wrong for the role.
I know that guy, but I can't think of what he is in. It's always those actors where you're just like, I know that. I can't really figure. What were you about to say though, Kimberly? What were you about to say, Kimberly?
What was I about to say? It was something pertaining to Aaron Hernandez. I think it was. I think. I started to watch it, but I just couldn't feel him as an actor. I just didn't. I wasn't into it, so I just kind of I just went off the train with that one. But
I don't have any interest in watching that. I don't want to hear his story through Ryan Murphy.
I understand he's doing too good, but they just start sucking dick in the middle of Krispy Kreme. He's so crazy.
I'm sure whoever they hired for him is going to be hot, and we're going to get some nice body and ass shots. We know that's going to happen. But I'm this is a person who his life was completely ruined. Aaron Hernandez and the trajectory of his life is the perfect example of how toxic masculinity ruins a person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
He's a little gay boy. Dad said it. He was like, I'm gonna get it out of you. That's what happened. Yeah.
It's just if you would just let that boy be himself and do his thing, he would probably still be alive, happy, doing his own thing. But no, nobody could do that.
Wouldn't have killed anybody. I don't think he would have killed anybody.
That was the CTE.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was a weird. It was so random.
It was really wild. There was years back. I went on a date with some guy. We ran to one of his friends, and one of his friends went to school with Aaron Hernandez. Went to college with him, and he knew him. And because we were talking about some kind of report, something that came on ESPN about him, more at the bar and stuff, and he just talked about how he knew him. We said he said he was a pretty cool guy, but you could tell he was a ticking time bomb. So he wasn't surprised by it. He was kind of surprised by the extent of it, but he wasn't that surprised that something happened. He eventually snapped.
People are scared.
I wish they had done a brain autopsy on OJ.
That's that was a missed opportunity. Yeah, you're right. I never even thought about that. That was a missed opportunity for sure.
He was playing football when they were wearing leather helmets. Come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was. I still think OJ had it in him though. I think OJ to me is just a special kind of crazy. I think that's my personal opinion.
I don't necessarily disagree with that, but have you watched the documentary?
He's a psychopath.
Yeah, he is a psychopath.
For real.
I've watched it.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
That documentary was
I feel like the black
incredible.
community gave him so much, and he just shitted all over them. That's how I feel about him.
Also. Yeah, That documentary deserved. I think it won like all the Emmys it was nominated for.
And Oscars. It won
think
Oscars for
so,
that
yeah.
documentary that
Yeah.
year too. Because they put it out in the movie theater for like a day or two, so it could be in Oscar contention. And it completely. That is probably the best, most comprehensive documentary I've ever seen in my entire life, and
I agree.
Yeah, it was really good.
completely worth watching.
Yeah, I'd watch
it
it again.
Football like that.
It was
Yeah.
HBO. It was on.
No, it was ESPN, right?
It was ESPN, but they either dropped it on HBO or Netflix.
But it was on.
I can't
But it
remember.
aired on like HBO Max or something.
I think so.
It was like one of like 30. It was like a 35, like 30/30 or something like that from ESPN. But it like went on HBO Max. So I remember seeing it. It was like a 2-parter.
It ruined
the 10-parter.
It ruined the Ryan Murphy show. I can't even watch it. I can't even look at Cuba Gooding Jr. Like, are you kidding me with that? Cuba Gooding Jr.
That's why you can't, because of that.
Yeah, that one I never did see that one.
That wasn't enough.
That one.
It wasn't good.
Yeah,
we got some good performances in there because I mean, Sarah Paulson's gonna always be Sarah Paulson. I don't care what material you give her, she's gonna rock it. But like, and there was a couple other like good performances in there too. But like, David Schwimmer as Robert
he was good. I was surprised. I'm sorry. I thought he did better than he could have.
Yeah, I guess.
He took me out of the Friends role. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
So that's good enough for me. I only saw one episode. I was just like, I can't.
All right, what's our next topic?
I already know it's gonna be.
What do we got next?
That's
I
y'all.
just found out a couple days ago. Jonathan Majors and Megan Good were engaged, and I'm not big on thinking that every relationship's PR, but I know this one is. But I feel like
what is she doing?
This one off to this fall.
What is
she doing?
How dare
what is
you?
Megan doing?
Her last boyfriend, her last husband was a pastor.
Yeah,
and he was one of them pastors.
What did he ever do? Black woman,
yeah, that's
that was my thing.
Yeah,
that was my first thing.
She was married to a pastor, and like that, the one like the youth pastor. I play basketball with the boys. I'm cool. I know how to rap. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, she's married to that guy. They wrote books about how they were celibate before they got together. This is what you're dealing with. She's done this before. This is her.
Oh boy.
I don't want to be the spicy one here, but I just feel like we just need to.
Please do it.
What's going to happen?
It's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
Bring it out.
She paid for everything. Kimberly Blair, she paid for everything. Y'all know that, right?
I believe
she did. Yeah.
You know the tea. Tell me.
That's why. That's why the first thing I said was, I'm like, what is she doing? Like,
she paid for everything.
She was engaged to Joseph Gordon-Levitt years ago, for crying out loud.
She was a long time ago. A long time ago when they did Brick. When they did the movie Brick, I remember it. I think yeah, she was engaged to Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
You would have to. I don't like. I'm sorry. What?
I know. Yeah.
How does that not work? Like, what? Like, you were that close to marrying Angels in the Outfield, and you were like, "Nah, I'm not." Like,
did you out of everything you could have referenced?
Yeah, girl. I went back to the original.
I almost closed the laptop, but then it would just be too inconvenient to come back. You.
Angels in the Outfield. Tony Danza, get into it. Right. What? I didn't know that. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that's right. A long time ago.
That movie, they were like in a mystery or like a noir or something.
Oh, was she in Brick?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in Brick.
Oh my God.
She's the black girl that's like tap dancing all over the place with the red lips on. Yeah, that's her.
I need to rewatch that. Okay.
Yeah, so they fell in love on Brick.
That's correct. Like, we've grown up watching both of them. It's like you could have had Eve's Bayou and Angels in the Outfield, and y'all could have had like those Disney babies would be running wild and free, making all the money.
I know. I know.
Maybe like little Sophia Richie's. Just running around with Richie.
And Zendaya's full on. Like, come on.
I know. Yeah,
on.
exactly.
And they're both gorgeous. Like those children would have been. Oh my god, I'm so upset.
Biological makeover. These children that will never be.
I'm so upset about a relationship that ended how long ago?
Like 50 years ago.
I think her and Jonathan are gonna do well. I think they're gonna. I'm very
sure. Whatever. Start their future together. We're not these kind of people. We're not those type of people.
Exactly.
So I don't know if you're talking like this. No, we're not those type of people. So are you trying to be nice? It's not gonna last. He's gonna. This is what I think. Allegedly or whatever. Just here it is. Hold up. So I think what's gonna happen is, if the longer he doesn't get a good chance from a studio, like it's gotta be A-list. It's gotta be like big time. It can't play. I don't even think Netflix is enough. I think once he starts getting back into the big leagues, he might start acting funny. Maybe. But he says she's his Coretta. I don't know.
I was like, good Lord. I heard that
line too hard.
Man, I listened to I went rolled right back to sleep.
It's like that's the only black civil rights movement person he knows. He was like, and it's kind of but here's the irony. Coretta was the stand-in because MLK allegedly.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
That's why I just couldn't get. I was just lost at that.
Don't even finish it. Don't even finish it because if they don't know what we're talking about, they're gonna have to Google that shit. They can look it up.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So
don't even say it. Don't even finish it.
Yeah. So
homework. All of you at home, you have homework to do if you don't know what we're talking about.
So that's just kind of how I feel about that at this point. It's just like maybe she's right, maybe he's right. Yikes! Wow, I just felt I'm falling into how crazy what I said just said.
Oh, I don't feel good about any of it. I'm just like I'm just like Megan, why? I'm like, why, girl?
And she's getting to work, right? She's working.
Oh yeah, she's on Harlem on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, she's great on Harlem. Oh my gosh,
I love that show.
So she's got a job. She got some crazy residual checks.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
She gives a good back. She's on Friday.
Good.
Right. But she should have some good residual because I'm worried because this is not going to end well. This is not going to last. It's not going to.
Like she not only has she been in the industry long enough, but remember her godfather was oh my god, football player that just recently died within the past couple of years.
Carruthers?
No. Hold on, now I gotta Google this shit.
Was it Jim Brown?
Jim Brown, thank you. It was Jim Brown. That was her godfather.
Wow. You really pulled that out.
She's good with like random.
You just pulled that out. I think she is correct. Wow.
But yeah, that's who she.
He's trolling. Think about this. Think about it.
I mean, obviously, yeah, it's like
think about it.
No. I refuse, and you can't make me.
But I'm gonna drive it home. They talk about it on the show he was on with Journey Smollett.
Country.
They talk about that particular situation, the MLK Coretta situation.
That's when I found out, and then
exactly.
I Googled and was like,
they talk about it because that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
It's the party episode.
Yeah. So, so I think he's trolling. I don't know if she knows. To be honest, I think that's what worries me the most. Is that I don't know if she knows what this is. Because it's weird. Because they started dating 2 weeks after he got arrested.
I feel like she's got blinders on. Yeah.
You feel like she got what?
I feel like she's got blinders on, or she just doesn't want to. I mean,
finish that because that's what it is.
I mean,
I don't like. No, girl, you can't. No, you can't pretend like you didn't know when everybody else knew.
I think she's trying to make. I think she's trying to give herself excuses. And she's probably looking at herself that she's got a time limit. She's probably like, "Look, I'm this old, this age, and I want to get married, have kids, have like." She probably has all that going through her head, but but why him? And then career thing, she can do so much better. Like she doesn't need him.
There's so many things. There's so many different types of avenues.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways.
One of which is not Joseph Gordon-Levitt because he's been married since 2014. So she lost that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, let me look this up. Can I get them back together? Because their imaginary children are still in my head.
Yeah.
What a mistake. No, I just.
I'm a little anecdote.
I think it had a lot to do. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
They're good. Yeah, they're good. I was gonna say now it's like because a little anecdote. Because I didn't tell anybody, but I was actually supposed to show them some houses like when I was a real estate agent, for a broker because like the guy I used to work for, well, we're not on good terms anymore, but he had a lot of subby clients and like I probably wasn't supposed to say, so I don't care anymore. But I was supposed to show him some houses for when he's filming something in New Orleans a couple of years back, but he ended up going like finding it like himself like sooner than that. But I thought that was actually good. That would have been pretty cool, but.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Joseph
Gordon-Levitt? Interesting. I wouldn't see him as a New Orleans lawyer.
And my broker, he was running with some other actor, like with properties, and he didn't have time. Like, and I was supposed to go do it that day, but he ended up finding something instead. Like before I was able to do it, but that would have been cool. But
yeah, it would have been cool. I would have shown up.
I know, right?
Showed out. Oh, everything.
I met him. I met him like for real.
Okay.
I met him at the piano bar, this restaurant, and he was cool. It was like a meet and greet. It wasn't a meet and greet, but like he had a thing called Hit Record that he would like host, do little shows and stuff, and at pianos. And I found out while I was at work because I was in New York. I used to work on I don't remember what street that was, and they were like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's at piano bar, and I literally ran ran to pianos. He was cool. He was surrounded by Black women.
That sounds I'm not remotely surprised. I'm
He
not remotely surprised.
Yeah, he was. There wasn't nothing like crazy going on. It just so happened to be like 4 or 5 Black women like right there.
Is this
He's
when
like talking.
Is this when you were working at Uncle Boone's?
No, it was when I was working at the smoothie place. It's this like milkshake place that it's not open anymore. I don't remember.
Yeah, milkshakes are not sustainable for business.
Yeah, it was they had it didn't. Yeah, it's not. So they didn't really work out.
Cupcakes. Yeah, no.
But yeah, I think that his PR team probably also was like, you need to get this Black love thing popping and get people to see that. I really don't know what he didn't really. I don't know. I have to see the video again because from what I saw, it was a little bit different than what I read. So yeah, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna work out. I think and I feel like Megan knows it looks stupid, but she can't like help it. And he's not even hot, so whatever. I don't. Yeah, I said it.
Jonathan Majors sounds like he's not.
I know. I know it. Whatever. He's not. So whatever.
His career trajectory, what kind of gave him the attention that he was getting, but yeah, I don't think he's.
I will say that it was like what I do kind of find hilarious in terms of like the whole like sex symbol thing. Like, so Gladiator 2 is out, and I just saw like a snippet of it.
Not doing well. Not doing well.
What I tell people, like I had a really good time like when I went to go to the theater to see it, but like if nothing else, easily my favorite Denzel performance in recent history.
I believe he probably had a lot of fun. You could tell.
He had.
You could tell he had a lot of fun.
So I'm watching like the snippet of this interview, and the interview was just like, so everyone's calling you a sex symbol. Like, what is that? Like, how does it feel to like be called that like so late in your career? And I was just like, you don't know any Black people.
What is he talking about?
Right, like we have been hearing about Denzel since we were knee high. That's all our mothers and our aunties have been talking about since we were the littlest of since Glory came out. It was just like, oh, you don't know any Black people. Like Denzel was basically the Sidney Poitier replacement in terms of like how women felt about that specific black actor. It was like, that's the man. Like it was Denzel, and it's been Denzel since the 80s.
Exactly.
I had to shut up because I was going to say something about his son, but then I had to be like, oh, we're on camera. I don't want to be mean. Let me stop.
I can edit that out.
You can let it out.
He's one of the worst actors I've ever seen. Like, I just... Tenet he's terrible. You know it. He know he's terrible. He's terrible.
Oh, I like him in Tenet.
That's not enough. Anyway, there was something. Okay, there was something else that happened. I haven't seen Wicked yet. I don't have energy.
I'm excited to see it. I'm a theater queen. I have a degree in musical theater. I am definitely going to see this, and I say that to say that I'm not even necessarily a fan of the show, but like I like the energy that's around it in terms of like, oh, okay, are we bringing back musicals? Because like I'm not mad at that if they're good, and apparently this is incredible, and
that's how I see it. Yeah,
and I know there's a lot of like, I know there's a lot of beef with like Cynthia Erivo and like the American Black community, which is it's deeply upsetting because now I'm just like, am I gonna have to put you in my problematic fave category? Because like
she's real trash for it.
It's like, but like I saw her. When I saw her in The Color Purple, I have to like easily the greatest performance I have seen on stage in my life. And I've seen a bunch of shit, and I've seen a bunch of people going up and down. She got a standing ovation after every song from the start of the show until the end of the show. And I mean, people were in the aisles. People were jumping up and down and screaming. There were like handkerchiefs flying in the air. It was a
who has handkerchiefs?
Black and white people showed up and showed out in that audience. Like I was in shock because I was just like, I was like, that was incredible. And then I just looked and I was like, oh shit, I wasn't the only person that felt that. These people are like rolling out of their seats. It was almost like being in a Black Baptist church. It was crazy.
Wow.
Oh, you're talking about Wicked?
No. Oh, well, yes, but I'm
that too.
I'm sorry. Yeah, her performance in The Color Purple. But I'm super excited. Like, I'm just super excited to see Wicked because it looks like they put a lot of care into it and they spent a shitload of money. And when those two things come together, it's always a good time.
You can't stop it.
And I hope people aren't tired of that press tour because this is only part one. Defying Gravity is the end of Act 1. There's a second movie coming out.
When?
Oh, there is? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah. This is only Act 1. There's an Act 2.
When is the second act?
Well, that's what you know it's a good movie too because it didn't like go all "Don't Worry, Darling" with the whole like controversy of Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande being together. Like none of that.
Who? What? I don't know who you're talking about. What? Who?
Nobody cares now because they find him attractive all of a sudden. All of a sudden, people think he's cute. I'm dead ass. People say he's hot now, and they're fucking with it. They're like, I don't see a problem, and it
was that whole like Rat Boy summer nonsense, and it was just like
Rat Boy summer nonsense.
Well, no, because let's be perfectly honest about that. Like, and I think and let me give credit where it's due. It was Blakely Thornton that said it, and I was just like, you're absolutely right. It was just like, tell me, like, no other race of people besides white men could get away with Rat Boy Summer.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a bunch of unattractive, like, black men and Hispanic men running around and everyone was just like, oh my God, Rat Boy. Rat Boy. Like, no, that's not happening. It's not happening.
When the mics turn off. When the mics, this is my specialty. I need to chill. I need to die. Oh Lord Jesus! Let me go ahead and hold on to this rose quartz. Let me clutch it tight. Let me clutch this selenite tight. Just make sure I keep myself grounded.
Oh my God! I see my selenite in the corner.
Just keep my selenite in the corner. Just keep it together.
But yeah, that's
I
all
have
I'm
an
saying.
answer for you for that though.
Boy,
Yeah.
speaking of Rat Boy Summer, we've got what happened just now. It's like Rat Boy story. Speaking of Rat Boys, it looks like Sabrina Carpenter put out that rat trap for what's his name?
Very cute.
I've been ready to
With
talk
the
about
movie.
this all day. Yes. I've been dying to talk about this. I've been dying. Before we go into it, what's the deal with the other singer that's beefing? Do you know about this? It's like a singer that's beefing with the side chick that he cheated on a Sabrina for. So there was like a huge.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not familiar with this.
Yeah, so basically, there's a chick that lives here, LA. She is friend. So the girl's enemy is the one that what's the little boy's name? Saltburns boy. Salty.
Yeah,
Little
Barry. Yeah.
Barry cheated on Sabrina with the enemy of the pop star. So the pop star is calling her out on stage at shows now. Yeah, I gotta Google it.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a
I'm
level of
yes, this
that's
is
a level of
Googleable.
mess I live for. I live for this.
It's really crazy. Hold on, I gotta find it. I get it.
Like, don't do this to me, and I have a platform. Your
Yeah,
name is gonna be put out there. No, but
I'm not even the one that you cheated on. Hold up, let me see.
Oh my god,
Barry. Also he had an 8-month baby when he got with Sabrina. So what's the tea?
Yeah.
The tea is when you're hot and sexy, you can do what you want, and everyone keeps telling me that he's hot and sexy.
And I think he's happy that she's short because he's short as hell. He's real short. He's like, you look at him and you're like, oh, he's really nice. Like he's like really small. So
no, that's I look at that's how I'm like, oh, he must be nice. I know he's not my cup of tea.
Because it's like, I mean,
yeah, he's not my cup of tea. I need a bug.
He's kind of like I could.
Not me.
Wow. I'm really trash. Okay.
Yeah, no, I do think he's a good actor, and he has very nice eyes to look at. But I'm not giving him any more. I refuse.
Oh, yeah. He working with something too. I'll deal with that. I saw the dance at the end of the movie. Right. I saw the dance. It's a whole plot. The size of his stuff is a whole plot point in the damn movie.
Have you seen the vinyl? Have you seen the vinyl for the soundtrack?
Mm-mm.
The vinyl for the soundtrack is like, instead of it being like a regular black vinyl, it's the inside of the bathtub.
Oh, I remember.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Girl, yeah, I was like, I saw that and I was like, I don't know who decided to do this in marketing, but they deserve all the money.
They just wow.
And the drain was like where you like the hole in the vinyl, and I was just like, this was fucking genius.
Guys, I have an update. He deactivated that Instagram.
Oh no.
He deactivated his Instagram, so it's probably about to get really bad.
Yeah, he did. I heard. I saw that. I read it on page 6. I read that
this morning.
Yeah, that he.
That's wild because all he really had to do was limit his comments like everybody else does.
Exactly.
Yeah, he ran.
It's like, I'm sorry, if Jada Pinkett can keep her Instagram, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, bro.
I saw that. I was like, he ran. I was like, dang. Okay.
Sabrina Carpenter. It's how you cheat on her. Like, I love her. She's just
why not?
You know, cute.
Because he's more famous than she is.
He is.
And then it's like beautiful too. And then
he got like 4 Oscar nominations. He's pretty big deal. People call him her boyfriend, but he's about to be playing Joker for real in about 2-3 years. He's going to be the Joker that we're going to never stop talking about. That's going to be the one we never stop talking about. Because I already saw the clip.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get TV series.
Sure, whatever.
I think we're getting a Joker TV series that he'll probably end up doing with who directed the last one? Matt, not Rife. That's a comedian.
Who did direct the last one?
It starts with an R. Matt. Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, it was Mark Ruffalo.
Oh
no, I'm fucking with you. It wasn't Mark Ruffalo. Matt.
Okay, I was about to say.
Maybe Matt Reese. Which
let me see if I can find. Let me see what I can look up.
Matt Reeves.
Okay.
Reeves.
Matt Reeves.
Okay.
Yeah. And apparently everyone is super into the Penguin. His other
show
it's
crazy.
and it's funny
because a lot of people are into Penguin.
And they're saying it's really good, and I watched the pilot and I really enjoyed it. And then like somebody said something and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that again. They're like, no, it's The Sopranos. He's Tony Soprano. And I was just like, ooh, you're absolutely right.
Oh shit.
HBO's doing The Sopranos again. They just said it in Gotham.
True.
Which according to canon, Gotham is based in like Jersey. So it's just like, Jersey. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I was very surprised when I first found that out. But the thing is, I would not know that's him. Like if he walked right up to me, if Colin Farrell walked right up to me and was just talking, the makeup. If they don't get makeup, I'm telling you right now, if makeup doesn't get something for this,
burn it all down. Not actually.
We're gonna start shooting motherfuckers. Allegedly.
Not actually.
Allegedly. But yeah, I think the next breakup is gonna be Justin and Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake. I've been saying it for a while. Why? The time has come. Are you being sarcastic? Oh yeah, you are.
Like why would you break up with that man? Like, what has he done recently to even suggest something like that should be happening?
Can you even keep
calm? Out in Sag Harbor. I don't understand.
I think they say. I feel like I heard she's like looking for property. You know how they do it.
I do know because remember we talked about this when I think Candy came out because she was already doing Sinner and I was like, oh, okay, look who popped up, and then people were like, oh my god, the series is so good, and I was like, really? Because I do like Jessica Biel, but she needs a really good director, or she just needs to find the right role. And then I saw Candy and I was like, this seems good. Like a woman who is making a lot of money so they can.
I thought the same thing.
We talked about this in the chat.
Yeah, I was just like the same thing.
And I was just like, no.
She said, I'm gonna start acting again. I think it's time. Yeah, I was like, yeah, because he's out here. This motherfucker. When I watch like clips of him talking, he's so cocky. He really thinks he's that. Well, he was that guy.
He was
at one point. He really was. Like, I kind of hate to say it. Okay, so he was that guy.
It wasn't because of me, so I don't mind. Like, I didn't prop him up like that. Like, I will give him like the first 2, maybe 3 albums.
Was fine. Whatever. I hate you.
Now, girl, JC Sade all day. Don't even. And I was loud about it. And
he was fine. About it. He was fine. He was fine. No, yeah. Do you have to come off the labels because you're famous?
Wait. We don't want is Erica going to see in the background?
But no, people don't want to work with him as much.
Why
anymore? I don't know.
I mean, I can think of a couple of dudes that still want to work with him.
I don't want to see it.
Nobody wants to see it at this point.
No, we don't want to see it.
No,
I don't want to see it.
I was just having this conversation about them last night. Like, while I enjoy their performances and I am more of a Backstreet Boys stan, I prefer Backstreet Boys like slow jams more, but NSYNC was the better band.
I'll give you that. I agree with that. I also feel like Backstreet Boys just aged better.
Okay.
Yeah, they
did. It did. The music aged better.
Well, a couple of them. Oh, yeah, the music for sure. I thought you meant like in real life. I was like, I don't know. One of them's Brian, I think, is still a trumper. Like, I don't even know if Kevin still talks to him anymore.
He and Kevin don't even get along for that.
Oh well, you made your choice.
I know.
Meghan Markle came to Tyler Perry's award ceremony. He was not thrilled.
Why?
Not happy. Because they don't get along anymore. Because she was very rude to his staff to the point where she had to be asked to leave.
Ooh. And
that's why they don't really talk anymore. And she came to the ceremony. He was at the table with her and Taraji. I think they were sitting together. I'll find the link. And he just seemed really annoyed. But there were several times where like you could see people stepping up to Meghan Markle being like, we need you to move, we need you to go over here, or like he just didn't seem to be that happy. And he didn't have her on screen on the stage either. And that is weird because her daughter, he's the godfather of her daughter. So that is very strange to me. That is weird. Yeah. So yeah, she showed up. She I'll show you the picture. She looks very weird. She looks like she very on. I can't explain it. I don't know. You have to see it. But and then somebody made a comment that she's rude to the CEO of Netflix wife because she's black.
I don't know if I believe all that part, but I'm
telling you.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, I'm
I think that's crazy.
No, but I've heard rumors though. I've heard different rumors about how she's acting. So all that stuff with Tyler Perry, that checks from the things I've been hearing. So that makes sense. That part makes sense to me. I could see that.
Yeah, they said she was rude to, and I thought it was interesting that they said specifically his female staff, and that wouldn't be the first time that I've heard. Like on the Suits set, apparently she got along with the guys without the girls, and like the girls didn't like her. And what's the chick that was named married to Laurie Fishburne?
Oh, Gina Torres.
Gina Torres, yeah. Oh, this clip. She was on there, and they were like, "Oh, the clique got together to talk. They were like at some sort of convention or con or whatever. Suits, like all the people getting together, and they asked the group like how they felt about Megan not being there. Did you want to call her? Like, no. She said we don't need to call her. She knows what we're doing. She knows we're here. I was like, oh,
oh, interesting.
That was Gina. I saw that come out of her mouth.
Damn.
She said she knows. She said she knows we're here.
Yeah. And I love Gina Torres.
Me too. That's what I saw. That's when I started being like, let me Google some other keywords. Because that kind of sold it to me. She didn't say anything mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, did the documentary come out yet, or is it coming out yet? Or it's coming out soon, right? The Polo documentary that Prince Harry did. It's supposed to be around them.
I'm not sure.
Because I heard there was like issues with people were, I guess, mad about them making that or him making that.
Well, people felt
out very soon.
Well, somebody made a really good point. I think so. They said that there's a lot of animal abuse. Let me see what's going on. There's a lot of animal abuse. Sorry, go ahead. The thing is lagging a little bit.
You're fine.
I want to say it's supposed to be in January. I think it's supposed to come out, but I remember because Casey was talking about it. I've heard a few times about the documentary, but yeah, it's supposed to be like around like centered around like a Polo Club or something. That's wherever they live. Yeah, and that's supposed to be
it's about a Polo Club. And everybody wanted Megan and Harry. I guess we thought they'd be the face of it, but it's actually some dude named Nacho. That's all I know.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. Okay, got it. Okay, that I can see that.
Nacho, I think that's the one's his best friend. I think.
Yeah, it's like his good friend.
Oh,
it's like about him.
Be about his best friend. Okay. Oh.
Okay. And then somebody made a good point because people kept saying like, "Oh, it's like a really rich sport," and someone said, "Well, no, actually, a lot of people now have started to like a lot of people of different backgrounds have started to be able to get into the sport. They could have highlighted that." Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Interesting. I've got
to look at it more.
How would people how would non-wealthy people get into that? Like,
I don't know. I think they get sponsored.
Oh, okay. So it's still the same thing.
But it's yeah. So it's not So they were saying they felt they could have highlighted that, but Harry and Megan are barely in it. They're not in.
Oh, so they're just using their name. Oh, so they're kind of like using their clout to like put somebody else's.
So they're using their name.
That I'm not mad at.
I see that.
Yeah, and I think it's just, and I think that's what the beef has been with. There's a lot of drama with Netflix and them because they haven't provided the content that they felt they owe because I think Netflix gave them like almost $300 million.
Yeah, there's a contract.
Yeah, the podcast did 3 episodes.
I was about to say the podcast or the Archetype podcast she had, that Megan had, that pretty much went away, didn't it?
That went away. Bill Simmons, the owner of Spotify, he said that was the biggest grift in his life, and he wished he'd never worked with them because they they read them in the dirt. People going, yeah, I can't, I didn't know all this stuff until recently. People
was
like
the biggest grift. That was the biggest grift. Interesting.
For Spotify.
Right. No, I heard you.
Who was the other grift?
Actually, no, I can't really call that a grift because they're making a bunch of money from said podcaster whose name I will not mention, but y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. So, what I will say is that if those two grifted Spotify, that feels like karma to me, and I'm okay with it.
That's right. Well, yeah, because why would you pay them $300 million? And I agree, because they gave them $300 million just because they're like, well, yeah, you know, do it. So it just I don't know, but I wonder how all of this is about to go, because people are just straight up like over celebrities.
They are.
They're like ignoring them. Like they're ignoring JoJo Siwa right now online. Have y'all seen this?
They need to. Like, go.
Growth phase. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it. She's going through a growth phase. I don't know.
I think she's going through a fuck around and find out phase is what's happening. Like what
she's
I was reading
right now.
She had like a black girlfriend, then she came out as a Trumper, and then they broke up, and it was like, oh, did you think you married?
Oh wait, is that what happened?
Wait, hold up.
What? Yeah. I recently found out that her girlfriend was black. I found that out recently. I didn't know she was
JoJo Siwa's girlfriend was black?
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
That makes sense. I can see that.
That doesn't surprise me at all. And I was more shocked, like not necessarily shocked, but just kind of like, ugh. When I was like, oh, so this bitch is a Trumper?
I don't believe that. I think she's just trolling. She's admitted to being that way. Well, she probably is a Trumper because
and to everyone out there, I'm a person that also likes to troll people. Don't troll people about fascism and Nazism and the loss of democracy. Nothing about that is cute. Like people have tried that with me, and I was like, so you are seconds from getting blocked, and just me removing like. People's lives are being ruined about this. Like this is nothing to joke about. So like if she is trolling, you fucked around and you found out. That was not the thing to be trolling about. And if she's not trolling, you fucked around and found out. I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the luck that you deserve.
Yeah, she did, because people were straight up like, somebody posted, they were like, wouldn't it be crazy if we just started ignoring celebrities? And people were like, let's pick JoJo Siwa. And everybody collectively decided, okay. And they have. I'm talking like her. She's got like what 50 million something. It's like she has a crazy count of followers, but her videos will have like now they'll have like 500 likes.
And it's what's funny to me is that I've been saying this for years. There is an episode. There's like a Halloween episode of The Simpsons where all of the like advertisements come to life and start killing people, and they have to figure out like what to do. And then Lisa finds somebody, and they're just like, and he's just like, well, you know, if you ignore things, they don't have power. So she made this song called "Just Don't Look," and they just turned their backs to them, and everything died. And I always kind of stuck with me. So like, I remember a couple of years ago, I was like, and I like. Don't even actually say her name in public anymore, and don't even mention her on social media. There's a right-wing kind of like pundit woman that people affectionately or disaffectionately call Skeletor. So y'all can probably figure out who that is based on that if you can't Google.
Yeah.
Long blonde hair Skeletor. Anyway, anytime she would do anything, I cannot stand her. Anytime she did anything, I would just be online like, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, I'm just going to stop talking about her. And then she just went away. And hilariously enough, I remember I was talking about...
it is. Yeah, just a shifter.
I was talking with someone on Facebook, and they were like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I hope you know that you just summoned her. And literally that Friday, she was on Real Time with Bill Maher, and I was like, you did this.
Just gave it away.
Oh no, I knew exactly what I was. I knew exactly what I was doing, and fuck him too. All day, every day.
He's trying to come. Yeah, he's wilding.
No, fuck that man. Fuck both.
He made a superhead. I'll never forget it. Superhead. Y'all remember that? When he dated Superhead, Bill Maher? That was crazy.
Oh, that's right. Weren't they engaged?
They were the girl for years. They were there for a long time.
Erin's leaning in for this one. I love it.
Yes.
Bring it here. Bring it.
Yeah, they. I don't know what happened though. My cat says hi.
Oh, hello. Oh, beautiful.
She just walked over here.
Oh.
She walked over
sorry,
here.
yeah.
She was like, is it cool? Is it cool?
Cats
And I
said, talk to me.
Oh my. But oh my. We got any other headlines? Any stories you came up with?
Have you guys talked about because you had mentioned Journey Smollett earlier, like the whole like Jussie Smollett thing, like his thing getting over. I was just kind of like,
I have nothing to say about this.
Yeah,
no one had any. People were just tired. They're just like, okay, so he didn't do it. Okay, fine, I'm done. I like, was just like,
that'll be cute.
I was just like,
what's that aside?
Look at Aaron just like took a seat.
Listen, that man has been saying he's innocent the entire time, and now it just got thrown out. So I'm just like,
sure.
He
ruined the empire, ruined it, ruined lives, ruined jobs. I can't deal with it.
Did he ruin Empire, or had
Yes,
Empire already ruined itself? Because that writing has fallen.
I feel like he ruined Empire.
Was Rhonda dead?
I already stopped watching. Oh, when she got thrown over the roof?
When Rhonda died is the day that Empire died.
That shit was crazy.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy. It was like, did she just go? Did Boo Boo Kitty just throw her over? Oh, okay.
I know.
Well, that happened.
But then she got pregnant by the little
little brother. Yeah.
She got pregnant with the little brother, which was so weird. I don't even know what. And now he's in Diddy tapes.
That's why I was telling you. I was like, I don't think Jussie ruined Empire. Empire ruined Empire.
Sure,
that writing went straight to hell. And I will watch a lot of things. I'm a completist. It kills me when I have to stop watching something because it's gotten so bad, and I just had to stop watching it.
That's like when I knew shit was weird when they had Alicia Keys on there to date him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was on.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Guy with you stealing husbands to go the extra route to show you're not a lesbian. But this is just this is just kind of a bit much. Yeah, when they had her on the date, Jussie Smollett, I was like, no. And she was like trying to be more feminine. You know what? Let me chill. Here, come on, man.
I will say though, I was just having this conversation with some friends the other day. In terms of like her and Swiss and that relationship, I do not put the onus on the person that is not in the relationship. The onus is on the person in the relationship. She didn't steal him. He walked over there freely. All he had to do was say, I'm married, and no. There are plenty of married people that do it all day, every day. There's plenty of non-married people that do it all day, every day.
We're going to circle back to that later. We're going to circle back to that later because we will be fighting because I think it's both people's problems. Because some people like being in relationships with people that are in a relationship. They like being the one that's chosen. They like being the one to win. They be making friends with the girl, not knowing she hooking up with her boyfriend.
I don't disagree with that at all. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a relationship with someone and then somebody comes up out of nowhere and is like being best friends with my person or whatever, and then trying to get all up on me and like trying to put a wedge in between that, it is my decision to be like, actually, no. Also, I'm going to tell them about this because you are not welcome around us anymore. Or to be like, you know what? Actually, you're a come up. So this has been cute. Keep the kids. I'll talk to you never. Let's go on and do our thing. But like,
that's kind of how this is. Is what's her name? Chili still with the little brother, the little brother? Wow.
Yeah, she is. Yep.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, they're still in there strong.
I love it.
Yeah. I would have never put them together.
I would have never put them together. He's like in love with her too.
Oh yeah.
She had him dancing, doing meme dances on TikTok. You fucking kidding me?
Well,
the whole family.
That wasn't too much of a reach though, because he was already doing that with his with the other two anyway. because they got that podcast together.
Yeah, they were. They all kind of, yeah. But
I kind of love the Lawrence brothers. I'm happy that they're
I do
still around
too.
and like doing things.
You know that he's the voice of Oliver on Oliver and Company. I know. These are sausages. That's him.
Oh, that's amazing! And I used to watch that sitcom that they had.
All of us.
Obviously, like, and
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
on Boy Meets World. I know we used to have a shitload of like sibling sitcoms because remember the Smollets also had a sitcom.
Yeah, you're right.
That lasted like maybe 2 seasons.
But then they had like a super dark-skinned brother who was dressed in drag and pretended to be their mom. It was really weird. Why was he doing that?
Yeah.
Because their parents had died, so he was dressing in drag to basically like play like I think like their grandmother, so that like when Child Protective Services would show up, they would be like, "Oh, this is fine," and
that makes
then
sense.
they wouldn't like separate the kids.
That makes sense. I thought so. Who?
I think it's called.
Oh yeah, on our own. That was what it was. Yeah.
So why he didn't look mixed?
Because I don't think he was actually related to them in real life.
He wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think he's the one person in the entire show that's not a Smollett.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because the rest of them, it's like, oh, you all are clearly.
Yeah. I mean, they look so like it's just crazy. Like, and it's like 10 of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's a lot of them.
Or something like that. But I just feel like something. I think the next breakup's gonna be Justin and Jessica, but I don't think we'll care.
We already don't care now.
I think.
Yeah,
What do y'all think about? What do y'all think about Colin Jost and Scarlett Johansson? Y'all think they're gonna split up?
Yes, he's a fuckboy.
You think
he's a fuckboy? Oh, like used to wait on him all the time.
Yeah.
Like he was a regular. Alexa, he brought a different girl there all the time. He's a fuckboy.
I don't know though.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm
not disagreeing with that part, but it's just kind of like there's like then and then it like okay, I'm now married to Scarlett Johansson and I have kids. Like I need.
Let me give you a little bit more. He's very wealthy from his family.
Oh,
okay.
That probably makes sense as to why he's friends with Chef from
Exactly. But he's like wealthy, like super rich. He's from New York. He's from New York City.
He's from Staten Island.
Okay. Oh, is he? I want to say from New York City.
Yeah,
Let me see.
He's from Staten Island because
I know he grew up rich.
Him and Homeboy always used to do that like thing on Weekend Update about how they both like.
Oh, that's right. Him and Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
I know Colin grew up rich though. That's why they're not friends anymore. That's why they're not friends.
You're right.
Because he bought that. Because they bought it for like $350,000, maybe $400,000. They put $50 million into that ferry. They've had 2 events, and I think Pete Davidson is dealing with stuff. So he's everybody else is gonna have to just wait for him. That's kind of how his thing has always been. Like y'all gonna have to just wait for me.
I heard that.
Be cool about it.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that their friendship, the fallout was basically that. I think what it was that they said that what's his name? Colin just got tired of it. Yeah.
Caused Pete to get sober. They can try to turn around. He looks good. He looks and sounds good.
Well, he's back in rehab. Well, after he just looked really good. He just went back in rehab.
Tattoos too.
Yep, he's
like a few days ago. Yeah, just went back in or whatever. Yeah. Because that's all I was saying. He was just on Saturday Night Live and he looked really great.
Yeah.
And then I said that he just like went. It was just came out like a couple weeks ago. He just like went back in. It was because I remember thinking I was like he looked really good. And,
whenever he has a breakup, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what it's.
No, that's it. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, well, I mean, he'll probably be dating Jessica Biel within the year.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Allegedly.
It never seen right? Oh, hi.
She said, "I agree," but no, he pulled what's her name?
Kate Beckinsale.
3 faces ago.
Exactly.
3 faces ago.
When she looked like an adult.
Yeah. He's pulling. He pulls the women. He pulls the ladies. But it doesn't last long. His relationships really don't last. That's all I could tell.
It's him.
Yeah, it's him. Mm-hmm.
You think? Yeah, it has to be because, like, I mean, he dated. Oh man, when he got kids tattooed on his neck, I was like, okay, buddy.
That was. I think
not,
that
yeah,
was part of his like mental.
That's that BPD coming. You're BPDing people out now. He's BPDing it up. And I was just like, okay, bro, okay, buddy.
And it's
like, bro, but, I'm like, you've got. I'm like, why? I'm like, why are you doing that?
Like it's like.
Between his mental illness and the fact that like his father died 9/11, like be in therapy for the rest of your life, and that's okay because we should all be in therapy for the rest of our lives, but we all can't afford it like you can. So go ahead and do it for us, please.
Oh, he goes. He's definitely doing therapy. I will say that he does do it. But
yeah, I'm glad that he does. He definitely stops some stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, dog. That's me. He definitely stops himself. Like when he gets a hold of him, and he's just like, "Look, I need to." He does put on pump. He pumps the brakes, and he gets himself admitted when he needs to. So you have to give him props for that. Definitely.
Absolutely, healing is not linear.
But the thing that people don't want, I'm getting off track. But I'm getting into healthcare. But yeah, I think he burned where he is right now is apparently he's burned a lot of bridges because when you have mental health, especially personality disorders and stuff, and just a lot of enabling and you control everything. He's just trying to be like, I don't want to do that movie that we said we were gonna do. I don't want to build that restaurant that we said we were going to restaurant. Are we about to open it tomorrow? I don't want to anymore. Like stuff like that. Like just last minute cancellations. It's like, yeah, you're Pete Davidson, but you ain't that goddamn funny. And honestly, like people, it's not about just you. And that's where people are coming from now. I think I don't think he anticipated that just, stopping a movie last minute. I mean, a show, because that show Spudnik or Budnik or whatever show he does.
Yeah, I vaguely remember hearing about that.
It's renewed.
Yeah, it was. I watched it. It was called Butt Kiss. Yeah, but was it Butt Kiss? Something like that. Yeah, it's got a weird name.
It was renewed. He just didn't want to do it anymore. So like Edie Falco and all these other people just lost. They lost last minute work. Same thing. Joaquin Phoenix when he dropped out of he's trying to do like a gay historic piece movie. He was trying to do it.
That wasn't Milk?
That wasn't Milk.
I was like, what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear about this.
And that fine ass Hispanic boy that's floating around everywhere that was on Top Gun Maverick, and it's gonna be in the new the new Captain America. You know what I'm talking. You've seen him. He's looks like AC Slater. You know who I'm talking. You have it.
I don't, but I'm looking. He was in Top Gun Maverick.
Yes,
I was paying attention. Not that I've seen Top Gun Maverick, but I was paying attention to some other people that were in Top Gun Maverick. Let me take a look.
You should watch Top Gun Maverick. But he was going to be in a gay love story with him. Okay, he wrote it. It was his idea. And then 5 days before the show was about to start, he said it is supposed to be in Mexico. He said he didn't want to do it. It's like a whole bunch of people lost a lot of money. A lot of investors are freaking out. So this type of behavior, I'll find it.
Danny Ramirez?
I think so. So this type of behavior. No, he ugly?
No, he's fine.
Yeah, hit me up. But I have a whole soliloquy about that.
Also, Manny Jacinto. Manny Jacinto was in Top Gun.
You need to watch Top Gun.
I'm going to now. I love Manny Jacinto.
You need to watch Top Gun. It's so good.
Yeah,
I'm a Tom Cruise fan.
No, I've got a bunch of my friends are friends with him, with Miles Teller. Because because I remember that one night he got arrested at the bar that we would always go to, and it was right before a bunch of my friends deployed, and he was out with them, and he got arrested. I remember when that happened.
Is he cool?
And they made sure. When Miles Teller years ago when he got arrested, he was out with my friends, like a bunch of Navy SEALs. They were they're friends with him, and
interesting.
He got arrested at the bar, and I remember when it happened.
I remember hearing about that. I remember
they had gotten T-shirts. They made them and for a little bit and they sold them at the bar, and it was like it said "Short Club made me do it" because that's what he said. And it was like whenever he was getting arrested or whatever, and it was like somehow or another somebody, I don't know if it was TMZ, somebody caught it, and it was like his quote that came out of his mouth whenever he was getting arrested. He was like, or after he got arrested, somewhere, or he tweeted somewhere. I have to find out, but it was like Short Club made me do it, and they made shirts and made like a bunch of money off of it.
That's
and
funny.
everything. But it was interesting because, like I said, like I've got friends who are friends with him. So
yeah, he seems like an interesting guy. I can't decide if I find him attractive or not.
Not my favorite person from everything I've done. Yeah,
Whiplash. One of my favorite movies is Whiplash. He's in it. He's incredible. I think he should have been nominated for an Oscar for it. I thought he was insanely good in that movie. But he seems like he's the kind of he has Sean Penn energy. Like he's gonna play Sean Penn.
Yeah, I can.
Oh my God, Sean Penn was in Milk, not Joaquin Phoenix.
But it's all the same. Wait, no, wasn't Joaquin Phoenix in Milk?
No, it's Sean Penn. Woo!
Wow, the spirits gave me.
I'm gonna get stoned to death. I have 2 copies of that film in this house because I still have my friend Lauren's that she left up here. I'll give it to her at some point. You need to come back up and get this, Lauren. I used to run a podcast with her a while back too, which is why I've been shy about doing podcasts. I was editing all that shit, and I ain't about that editing life. It's a lot of work. But yeah, I completely mixed up Sean Penn and Joaquin Phoenix, which is wild because they are not the same actor by a stretch.
But they have the same thing going on though.
That like energy about them.
Yeah, like I might lock a girl up in a basement. I know Sean Penn has done it. He did it with Madonna.
He did it with someone famous? Who?
Madonna.
In the 80s. What?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, girl, no, I'm fucking with you. You know I know.
The fuck?
That was a volatile relationship.
And they were married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot about that.
He had a hostage for how long? Like
a day? What shit is this?
He had a hostage. I just remember a baseball bat, all kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think this is the predicament. Jessica Biel. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. That's all I got.
Sidebar about Jessica Biel. You mentioned Jessica Biel, and then we talked about Gina Torres. Those, when they were talking about like who should be Wonder Woman, those were the only 2 names that came to mind for me. Was Gina Torres and Jessica Biel. They're both tall and statuesque, and they have like.
Yeah, I like Jessica.
She could totally. She would have been a great Wonder Woman. She would have been a fantastic Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, I think Erin got kicked out.
Oh no, she said she would be back.
Oh, okay. I missed her. Okay. Oh my goodness! But this is so much fun.
Yeah, this has been fantastic.
Are you having fun?
Of course, I always have a good time when I'm talking to y'all. It's like these are the things that make life worth living.
I'm telling you, watch. Like this is it's gonna like it's life changing. It's so much fun. It's so great. I
hope this is the beginning for you and Aaron. I really think that
we've been talking about this for almost 10 years, and then it wilded me out that we've almost known each other for almost 10 years. That's crazy.
Wow.
She was a customer in the tea shop I used to manage.
I remember you how y'all met.
That is so funny. Mm-hmm. That's so funny. But look at it, and that's how collaborations like that start, and that's how it happens.
Oh yeah.
And like literally, all it takes is just to sit down. And the hard part that people really struggle with the most is just the content behind it.
Yeah,
it's just to keep up with that, and just for me talking to other like podcasters that are doing like really really well, who've been doing it for a while. They told me that consistency is the key, and that's our problem is we just haven't been consistent.
We're finally getting better with it. Just kind of like a lot's been happening, but
yeah. Like I'm a Gemini, so me and consistency are arch enemies. But I
hear you. I did. That's when you got to get that calendar because it's like, and that's the thing. I'm if I can get some like whenever you if that's where you are, if like consistency's like hard for you, if you work with somebody who's really good at consistency that can like help nudge you, like whenever like that goes a long way. That goes a really long way.
Absolutely. And just like
who's like, okay, I could or who can observe and see that you might have something going on and they
And
jump
if
in
it's
and pick
something
up like
fun,
that
then it makes it a little bit easier. And it's also like, as long as I like, if I can get it into a calendar, then we're good. But
yeah,
like,
oh for sure.
It made it easy. I put it in Google Calendar, made it so much easier.
Yeah, and that's what, like, and because like we've been trying to do this for like a minute, but it was like, okay, we'll get around to it, and then it's just like, I'm not that like I like ADHD. It's just like, yeah, we'll do that. Ooh, shiny object. 2 months later, wait, what happened? When did we say that? 2 months ago. I thought we said that yesterday. Like,
all right, my bad.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry.
You're welcome. Oh,
my cat. You had a little mess.
I wanted to mention something, but I wanted to wait until you got back. Y'all heard about the whole meme coin thing with Hawk Tua girl, right?
She going to jail, bro.
I don't know if she is. That might, because what she did may have not been illegal. So Hawk Tua girl made a meme coin, like, and a bunch of people put a shitload of money into it, and then her and like the people that she worked with had a shitload of coins. So then they dropped all their coins. So then people lost a shitload of money. And it was just like, oh. So you decided to put your money into this person who just popped up last year, who now has a podcast, who is famous for saying Hawk Tua. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to feel sorry for you in this instance.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I really giving United CEO like
it's a fluke. She became famous off of, like, I mean, a lot of people become famous off of flukes, but that was like literally off of just her being strong.
I don't even know if it was a fluke. That was the trajectory of how she got famous was super weird to me, because it was like, okay, this is happening and she's a meme. Okay, fine. Okay, why is she being interviewed? Exactly. Okay, why is she on Bill Maher's podcast? It felt very planty.
Yeah.
What I looked into was that apparently it was real. The dude that interviewed her was, like black dudes like going to Miami and asking people like really loaded questions. And she said she was actually really embarrassed. I was looking at an interview about her about this. She said, I was so embarrassed I couldn't leave my house for days. I couldn't and she think about it. She said I was so drunk I didn't know. But now,
she seemed like I'm
not making no room for it. I'm just saying I do think
I understand.
I think the only part that was real, and then everything else is like, why are you going on Jay? Why would I go on Letterman to talk about this?
And now look at her making
thousands
of dollars. Like,
she's so rich now.
It's wild.
She's worth like millions.
Must be nice.
She's like millions of dollars. Yeah. It must be nice.
Man, the way I see it, I'm like, get it how you get it. And I'm like, I'm just gonna keep working at it till I get it. That's the way I see it. That's me. I made a deal with God one day, and I was like, either make me die of an act in the street rolled up, or make me a millionaire.
Oh no!
And I was like, look,
let's get you to that other end, please.
I kept running. I'm like, you know what? I was like, make me a millionaire. I was like, make me
I want to be so rich. I want to be so rich that I want my maids to find my body in my car on the driveway, overlooking the Hollywood Hills. That's what I want.
I'm so done with you. I'm so done.
Saltwater pool, infinity. And I want to, and I'm gonna have it'll be extra. I have a little burnt, like the cigar between my hands. I don't smoke. That's how I want to be found.
That's a lovely death. I'll take it.
I think I follow on Instagram. Her name is Vivian 2, your favorite Wall Street girly that gives like financial advice. Right, yeah. She did a post like a year or two ago that's called like she basically like, what's your like fuck you number? And it's basically like, how much money would you need to no longer have to like work and you could just kind of do what you wanted to do? And I was like, I could spend like, if I made like $100,000 a year, I would be fine not working and doing, like, I could fuck around with that. And basically she was like, with like smart investing in things, like, and she has like a little like calculation. I think it's like, if I could get my hands on like 2.5 million, I would never have to work again. And I was just like, that's not unreachable.
OnlyFans is. You have to show your face.
Contract.
What did you say about getting a pedicure and doing what now?
I don't know. Get some.
like, I don't know. I'm not that girl. I can't. No. I mean, listen. Catch Me Outside paid for her house.
Yeah, she's worth like $50 million.
Yeah.
No.
That's crazy.
Let me get these dancer feet out. What they can do.
But is love home?
Huh?
I said, but is love home? Is there love in the home?
I mean, does it have to be when you have that much money? You can figure that out later.
You don't need love at all.
I mean, listen, I'll find it once I'm like, I'll have plenty of time to look for it if I'm not working. It's like,
not to be a $50 million worth. She was trying to fight Sky Jackson. Sky Jackson had a what you call it, restraining order against Bad Baby.
Baddie Baby? Oh, what, Bad Baby?
Bad Bobby or whatever. That's really funny. Like,
she really did.
That's like the equivalent to like, when you're at like a family gathering and the two cousins are like not fucking with each other and they're like going into something and you're just with the rest of the family and you're just like, and everyone is just like, can they just please? Because I'm sick of both of them. So now, but like, that's what that feels like. It's like, I didn't even want y'all here anyway, but you're blood related, so I had to. So I need you to chill the fuck out. Like that.
Sky Jackson is so desperate to be a little hood booger that you can edit that. Sorry, she's so desperate. Allegedly, she's so desperate to be from a different side of the path of the tracks that she gonna fight Bad Baby because at least it's a white girl that kind of thinks she a black woman. I don't know, because all Sky Jackson want to do is put on chains, and I had no idea. She met that guy she got pregnant with through a pen pal or something, or like those those jail. I don't know how you get. I don't know how you get to him. It's like the jail. You like check them in jail and talk to him. She met him in there.
That's wild.
I don't even know what to say to that. I'm just like,
yeah.
That's wild.
So who made the mac and cheese?
Yeah, it's just not coming. It's not coming. Probably Bad Baby. It'll probably be good. It'll probably be all right.
That'll be our next.
And then she's got cancer, apparently.
Yeah, I saw that.
She's got cancer.
Who does?
Bad Baby.
Bad Baby.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what stage it is or anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently she's got cancer. I know. I was like, man, it's wild. That's crazy. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. But any other topics we got before we wrap it up?
I'm sure as soon as we get off, I will find one.
I know. Yeah, always.
So we're coming back in a couple of weeks. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
This is fun. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
All my technical difficulties and being ADHD and all that. But I had a good time. It was nice meeting you, Kimberly.
I know, you too. I know.
This is so nice to meet you.
So much fun. Yeah, no, last time Linwood substituted for me last time. So that was
that's really nice. You can see our podcast.
I don't know. What am I gonna do now? I guess I'll go watch Found. All right. Bye, guys.
Yes.
Bye, y'all. Y'all have a great day.
Have a good one. Bye.
Take it easy. Yes. And thank y'all for following us. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Yes. Share, and we'll leave like any kind of links. Linwood, if you got like any links or anything we'd like to leave, drop. You want to like go ahead and drop anything for our guests?
I'm like, I was like, I do stuff, but nothing's like ready right now, so no.
Well, we can always. Well, when that time comes, when we have you back on. So you actually have a permanent stage, by the way. You and Erin have a permanent stage. You've got one. It's a reoccurring stage that way. So whenever you come back.
Absolutely. Yes, this was entirely too much fun. It was exactly what I wanted this to be and more.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be I hope this will be the beginning for you and Erin, because like you two are stars. Y'all need to do this.
I know, right? The 9 years in the making, like it's time.
Yeah.
And like I said, all you have to do is just sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down once you start it. Hit that record button.
I was thinking this for like, even before I even knew y'all friends that long. Even when I used to do the just do a little clubhouse thing. I always felt that with you. I'm like, y'all are stars.
Oh, thank you. Now let's get these stars some money. I'm tired of working.
Right?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God. All right. I'm going to see Josh Johnson in a few hours, so I have to go get ready.
Oh
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's doing a performance at Town Hall, and a really good friend of mine who's like, I have to work. I can't use these tickets. Take them, please. I was like, say less. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Right?
I was super lucky.
Well, have fun.
Thank you. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. Sounds good. You take care. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.